This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. Today is finally Thursday, August 21st. It's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. Once again, this is C.A. Newry and I shall be your host for today. Today I get some distant cousins. Well, we ain't that close, but we are related. Ackland's Crooked Island, those are in-house. But I'm not just to have Ackland's Crooked Islands. I have those Bahamians who emigrated to the United States some decades ago, but they still have familiar ties to the Bahamas. And they have traveled from the United States to come back home because they say, no, the Bahamas is their, what do you call that thing? The navel string. This is the thing he's cut off and throw in the backyard. The Bahamas is their navel string. So they have returned back to the Bahamas looking for cousins. They are looking for cousins. I think their third family reunion now. Is it number 3 yet? Number 3, yes. They having their big third family reunion. The first one was great because they had, it was like a mecca. All kind of people from around the world came to the Bahamas for this family reunion. You notice I ain't called the name yet, right, of the family? They had all kind of people came from around the world to the Bahamas. Nassau became the mecca. It then grew to have a reunion in the United States. And then the family elected said they had so much fun. The Americans said. They said they had so much fun that they are returning to the Bahamas to have a major family reunion, and they're making a clarion call for all Benabis. You see, I get the name there. All Benabis and descendants of Benabis to come out to this family reunion. In fact, they have been doing some research. The research goes all the way to the 18 trees upon family trees in detail. They're trying to chronicle every Benabi and every Benabi descendants on one family tree. They have the narrative on how the Benabis came to the Bahamas, how the Benabis flourished in the Bahamas, how the Benabi took over Crooked Island and can claim all the property in Crooked Island. Then they say they go on to Acklands and claim some of the property in Acklands. And they are related to the Hannah Hasty Times, to the Fergusons, the McFalls. They're related to everybody in Acklands and Crooked Island. Because one thing we know about Benabis, they like open up church. You see, you missed that. You didn't expect that, hey, cousin Barbara, right? I have my cousin Barbara Benabi Hepburn, who's in studio. And then I have an American cousin, Nettie Reeves, who is leading that American charge, who's responsible for all the communication, who's responsible for putting all the information and history of Benabis together. Network with all these people because they have people who claim they're from Africa and they Benabis, right? Her job is to collect all of that information so when people come to reunion and say, but I is here, but I don't know how I relate to you all. You go to Reeves and Reeves can say, tell me your Grammy name. Tell me your grandpa name and I can research it for you right now. And if I can't find it right now, I'm going to take your name and do some more research that will embrace you inside the family of the Benabi family reunion here to tell us what all they're doing and why they're calling all of the Benabis to come home to this reunion exercise. I'm going to introduce again formally Miss Nettie Reeves, since she's the international one, to give us a history synopsis of why you're having a family reunion, why you reach out from the United States to these Bahamians set here, right? What is the objective? What is the goal? Why you all feel the need to still come together to reunite? Man, y'all the Benabis is a big family. It's hundreds of you all. Why is there a need to come together to send emails to reconnect? Let's start with that. Ms. Reeves.
Well, good morning. The key word you say is taking over, Benabi takeover. And in order for us to keep that takeover, we have to know where we're going and we have to know where we come from to keep going. And with that, the importance I have is to make sure that our linkage and our family heritage don't die. So we got to keep the reunions, because when the younger kids come through, they have to understand where they come from, how much the soil is embedded with their DNA. And they have to keep that legacy living. And being that it's just not here in Nassau, Crooked Islands, or Acklands, but even in Florida. And in Florida, you learn that we're big. We're not just from Miami. We're taking over. We're in the Georgias. We're in the Virginias. So with that being said, to keep that family legacy going, you have to know where you come from to know where you're going. And one of my biggest goals is to keep that narrative of my cousins, who you are, where you derive from, where you think you're going. And that's the way we keep the family building.
I happen to see and assist my cousin Barbara Bennaby Hepburn with the family tree. I thought Bennaby's was in New Providence, because they moved from the family islands, Crooked Island and Crooked Island and Acklands. But the majority of Bennaby's lives in the United States.
A lot.
It's hundreds of Bennaby's descendants lives in the United States.
Ferguson's,
Yep.
Bennaby's.
And I'm finding now that these scores of Bennaby descendants want to come home, return back to New Providence to understand where they come from. They're coming back to New Providence in droves. Families upon families, separate, independent families where you weren't aware of, who said, but no, I am a part of you. And when you find the family tree, you say, yes, you are a part of me. You are actually a second cousin. We close. You're actually a third close, and we still close. And they have decided to say, no, man, we need a connection to the Bahamas. So they have decided to return home. I'm going to go to cousin Barbara now.
Good.
You work on the family tree, right?
Yes, I did.
I want you to give a narrative of the family tree in terms of, is there 5 brothers, 6 brothers? Is it one person who came to the Bahamas and started off that Bennaby line? Exactly what is this Bennaby narrative? And at the same time, put on your headphone, because I have some callers coming in to ask about the Bennabys. But give me a narrative of who are the Bennabys. For those people who say, yes, my great-grandmother was a Bennaby, but I never know who they is. Tell me about the Bennabys.
Good morning. This morning, as my good cousin Aaron will say over there, I am the product of the preacher. So I'm the preacher's child. As he said, most Bennabys are preachers. So my father was a bishop and my mother was a preacher. And so the lineage of the Bennaby and what they're all about continues. Also, if you know the Bennabys, they like to have property. And so we want to continue the lineage. We want to make sure the children, future generation, always have a place in the Bahamas. Not only are we here in Nassau, we are hoping that the Bennabys will go back to Crooked Island. We have a lot in Nassau who moved away. But there's a movement to go back to Crooked Island, to go there and reclaim once was a vibrant community called Browns, which is just outside the True Blue, with the brothers. And so we will go now to the brothers. So the 2 brothers and the Fergusons, sometime it's felt that the Ferguson might have been a brother and just wasn't from the marriage or something. So Brown, so you have the Fergusons and the 2 Bennaby brothers of Nehemiah and Cornelius.
So let me hash that out. So producer, prep that call for me too as we wait. So besides the Ferguson, who may be a relative, you saying that there are 2 brothers? Everybody start from 2 brothers? What are the 2 names again?
So there are 2 brothers that it is researched to have come from Ghana. Mm-hmm. And the African name is Jubu and something along those lines. And that's where it started. And they were boat builders, or, they came in to build boats or to just transverse the Bahamas. So that's where it got started, from the 2 brothers from Africa who came and, I guess, spread their oats in Crooked Island.
So who's Nehemiah and Cornelius?
Nehemiah and Cornelius are the sons of one of these brothers. I'm not certain which one, because the research has gone back so far. And the registry here, it's like everything is bits and pieces and nothing is straightforward. So the most we could find out that these two brothers are from one of these African who came over not as slaves, as boat builders, and who, I guess, stayed in Crooked Island.
We're going to quickly go to the phone call right now, right? And as I investigate and tell the history of Benabis, right? Because I want to know if I'm a Benabee descendant and you have that story, can I purchase that story from someone? But don't answer that yet. Let's go to the caller yet. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM. We're talking to two Benabee descendants. One is from the United States. She's here to have this big Barbara Hepburn, Benabee Hepburn, who heads the local chapter here. So let's go ask her some questions. Go ahead, caller. Okay, caller going once, call back whilst we continue the conversation, right? So, how did you meet your cousin Nettie Reeves?
Well, most of the reunions I've attended, all three of those, last year was when we really connected because we got information via paper. So this is the cousin, that's the cousin, and the other one is the cousin. But I met her in person last year and we bonded right away. Mm-hmm. And then, we are part of that movement to document and to keep the family going. We do not want to lose the connection, and we will continue to get everybody. So everybody out there in Radio Line, if you are not connected to us, please call, send your information so we can get you on that family tree.
Let me pause you there and go back to Nettie to find out how can people get in contact with you. I also haven't said the date for the reunion, but let's say the reunion date for it. When is this reunion exercise?
Get excited. The reunion is actually this weekend.
This weekend here?
This weekend.
Yes.
Is it too late for me to get tickets?
It's not too late.
Oh, okay.
Not too late to come and embrace and join. We will be starting off tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
Night at the Courtyard, Junkanoo, promptly at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tomorrow?
6 p.m.
That's
You can register. You can reach myself and or Barbara Hepburn.
How I can reach you all?
My number is out of state.
You can reach it by WhatsApp.
By WhatsApp.
Yeah.
If you call me WhatsApp, my direct number is 757-364-8921.
Do it again.
757-364-8921. We are open for everybody. There's no rejections.
So what's happening tomorrow then?
Tomorrow.
At 6 o'clock. What
At
exactly?
6 o'clock.
The meet and greet.
The meet and greet. Mm-hmm. You're going to meet your cousins. It's a cousin festival. If you have yet to know how we started, this is time to come. It's time to meet those distant cousins, your U.S. cousin, your Bahamas cousins, your cousins that's coming from all over the globe. Mm-hmm. We have cousins coming as far as California.
Wow.
So we have people that want to be involved, want to learn where our family came from and where we're going.
So if I do not know how I'm connected to the Benabee, but I carry the Benabee last name, but I just never, my grandma never tell me who is my granddaddy. But it's a Benabee. I know it's a Benabee. Can I come out to this meet and greet and say, this is my granddaddy? And it will just be someone there to say, okay, I'll investigate that for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
And we'll also give you, you can also log into our family, what is it called again?
Ancestry.
Ancestry.com.
The tree is there.
And you can go in and you can put your name in, put your birth, and it will automatically build that linkage.
So you have something on Ancestry.com now?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And I just need to do a search of a name and it'll come up?
Yes.
If you put in your name and your information, your birthday, it will start to link you. And you will come to find out you're part of a big movement. We're growing just not by knowing where we come from, but where we are. Because we're spread out. As we grow, we leave. And it's always good to find the ones that's away because you know how to bring them back. And reunions do that.
And on Sunday, we will have the family historian there.
Yes.
On Sunday.
On
But
Sunday.
Tomorrow is Friday. You done skip Saturday. You can't go from Friday to Saturday.
No.
You got Friday and then Saturday.
Right,
and you
but-
start talking about Sunday.
No. Friday and Saturday is party time almost. On Sunday, we will have the family historian, Garnet,
Okay, Garnet Beneby.
Yes, so he will give a talk or on the lineage where we came from. If you want to know, ask questions. So on Sunday at the luncheon, which will be place, you can ask question and find out how you connected. We will have information there to collect your information to further add to the family tree. So any day you can find out because we have the family tree. But the family historian will
The official
give-
family historian will be there on Sunday.
On Sunday.
That's when you come and challenge him and ask questions
Yes.
and whatever name you want to know about, he give you history on that.
Exactly.
I didn't get your contact because you're the local ambassador here for the family, for the Beneby family, and I think you run a Facebook group. I'm not
Yes.
sure what the name of that Facebook group about Benebys. What's that?
The Facebook group is
The Beneby
the Beneby
Chronicles.
Chronicles.
Okay.
The Beneby Chronicles. And as I said before, it's Barbara Beneby Hepburn. And my number is 427-3570. 427-3570. You can call me, send me a WhatsApp. Even if you have a question about the family, if you want to be added, whatever you need to know, send it to me and I have the means to give you the information that you may need.
You mentioned that you have a social media handle on Facebook, Beneby Chronicles.
Yes.
What is Beneby Chronicles exactly?
Well, the Beneby Chronicles, as the lies, we are trying to get all the information, past, present, maybe the future children as they pop up. So we want to document everybody. And so the Chronicles is where you can go in, add your information, ask question, and we will answer there. So
So can I come and post pictures and give information about my family if I'm a Beneby? Say, here, this is my
yes,
family.
you can, and it'll be monitored. But if it's from the family, it will be approved, and you can send pictures. We are collecting pictures, by the way. We are trying to collect pictures from family past and present. We'd like to have pictures of everybody.
So let's go back now. You're saying this is a 3-day event starting tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
So now let's go explain. So tomorrow is Friday the 22nd.
Second.
Then there's something's going to happen on the 23rd, Saturday.
Yes.
And then the big finale is going to be on the 24th, Sunday.
Yes.
So let's go back to Friday, which is a meet and greet.
The meet and greet.
Where you say it's going to be and what time it's going to be again?
Junkanoo Beach, starting at 6 o'clock.
And say I didn't register yet, right? But I just hearing you all now on radio. I'm a Beneby descendant. I want to participate. I want to be involved. I want to bring my information. Is there a fee for this Friday? How is this going? What is the cost so I can know how to do all 3 events? If I only want to do 1 event to come to the meet and greet, to give you some details about that.
Well, so we'll know what is happening. So we have the meet and greet on Friday. On Saturday, there's a beach. There's a beach function on the beach at Coral Harbor. And so we're going to have a big barbecue, games. And then on the Sunday is the luncheon. Okay, the luncheon that will be after the church. We're going to the root of the Beneby. That is the Church of God of Prophecy.
Oh, that's nice.
The big tabernacle, as we call it, and with the brass band, and we'll have a good time there. And then following that, we'll have the luncheon at the Junkanoo Beach
Courtyard.
courtyard
All right.
on Sunday. So if you now want to, it's not too late.
I do.
You,
So you say beach picnic, I is a Beneby now.
yeah, I know.
Use a Beneby.
Yeah. I know. Use my cousin all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's $50 to register. Which is best because once you register, the beach party is included.
Okay.
And so
I pay $50 to register, and that includes the beach party automatically.
Yes.
I just need to show up and I get to
you
eat
just
food
need-
and swim.
Yes.
Okay.
And do whatever.
I don't have
Find
to
a
bring
shop.
my own sani.
No.
I just check it. I just check
No,
it.
we got everything.
All right.
We got whatever you need for beaches there.
Okay.
And then the meet and greet tomorrow is $39.
So tomorrow, Friday, at the what the beach hotel again?
Courtyard.
Courtyard.
Canoe.
$39 for that meet and greet, and what all that covers for tomorrow? That's $39 I paying for tomorrow. What all it covers?
You cover food. The hotel is preparing a nice, scrumptious happy hour kind of meal. You'll have soft drinks. You'll get to meet your cousins. We'll play some games. And so just be a good time that you're paying for. And on Sunday, I said Saturday will be already covered.
Already covered.
And so that will be out on the beach on Coral Harbor. And on Sunday, that is $42. And again, we'll have a Sunday brunch, Bahamian style.
Where I can be?
Same place.
Junkanoo, Courtyard, Junkanoo Beach.
Junkanoo
Oh,
Beach.
okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So-
and that's when the historian's going to be there to do his,
Yes.
singing.
All right.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about your family, but here's what I need to know. Do I have to come to the church service to go to the luncheon?
No. Not
All right,
at
because I got some pension aunties, they'd be like, look here, you don't come and sit and eat with us if you don't come and worship and fellowship with us as well.
But I mean, you're welcome to worship with us.
Yeah.
No matter what it is,
Any
what
special-
church you go to.
Any special colors for the church service?
We are recommending, or it's suggested, that you wear blue or yellow so that they will be able to put you in. Even if if you see that color, at least you know that's where you sit.
And you Benaby people.
Yes.
All right, now my cousin's coming in from the States and around the world. When you all getting here, and where's the best opportunity for me, a Bahamian, on the ground here, Benaby, to meet my Benaby cousins coming in?
The hotel. Come to Courtyard Junkanoo, and that's where pretty much where we will be gathering the whole weekend outside of beach day. So that will be the meeting area, the fun area for everybody to collab, and if they want to go or show the U.S. people other places, we encourage that as well because we want to learn Nassau. We want to see different places other than the tourist areas.
Now, you all...
So we also, let me stick a pin in that. On Saturday morning, there's a tour
Okay, cool.
that is going to go through Nassau, New Providence, out to Clifton.
Now,
so you can
how much
get a
time
little-
I have to register? Because that could be fun. Being on the bus with your cousins,
Yes.
that could be fun. How much time I have to register? And if you all fill one bus, you're going to get another bus?
That's the
Yes,
point.
but we probably will.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Now, HHT, one of the best parts, come in from the States and from across the globe, right? I even meet one cousin who told me he married me. I had to run.
We used to do that in Acklands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
What my American Benaby cousins bring in, y'all just do boots on the ground?
Yes.
You know we're doing it.
Of course.
Because we need a Bahamian American boots on the ground
Yeah.
off, man.
Nettie, did you bring a fan, or you got to buy a fan for
I
them?
bought all the fans.
And
Awesome.
I have extra fans.
There you go.
Yeah, just come and find it
I
out.
always want to dance that, actually.
Yeah, me too. I can do most of it, but I make the wrong turn. So on Friday, I'm hoping to get it to perfect
See,
it.
Newry? That's what my American cousin tell me. Because
Yeah.
we's on the dance floor. He's
Yeah.
like, you need somebody to make sure you make the right
The right
turn.
turn. Exactly.
Hold your waist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
He wanted to hold your waist.
Yeah.
Don't look for me though. Okay, I'm not the dancer.
So let's talk about the American cousins and their legacy and their history and their narrative, right? There are scores of Benabys who left the Bahamas in general during what place?
The contract?
The contract, and they started their own family branches there. Is there any grouping in the United States where Benabys meet, Benabys communicate, or this is all new and now everybody's coming home and connect?
Some of them congregate as families. Now that we know we're bigger, we try to get together. And we try not to make it just homegoing celebrations. For those that we have families that try to make the backyard the place to meet. We have families that, like I say, stay in Georgia. We got one cousin that has a dance program. So she travels around and bring the family together. She shares when she's having events. So people go out and support her. And then that way she knows that, hey, if I don't have a crowd, I got my family.
Now, how in Florida we get, Conkville is Bahamian people. They're like spots along the Florida coast. We know that's Bahamas. Where's the Benaby spots? Where y'all this be?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort
Lauderdale is
Coconut
where-
Grove.
yeah.
I think a lot of them are
Okay.
Coconut
Most
Grove.
of our
yeah.
roots are in Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
Coconut Grove. Key West, I'm learning we have a good presence there,
Right.
but not as much.
Okay.
right. Okay.
I see we have a caller now who wants to engage. Producer, let's prep that call so we can have them engage with us. And go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM. We have the Benaby family here. They're having a big family reunion over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Well, what you want to know? Go ahead.
How you doing?
Doing well, man.
Well, tell them, make sure when they have the Benaby family, right, do not play Monopoly or Uno. Because I guarantee you can cuss each other at the family function. We pull out the Monopoly, we went on a trip, right? We pull out I went up in jail 4 times before everyone else passed go. So you know why I'm talking on the family, right?
But I'm sure
Use a Benavie?
but I'm sure you got a lot of real estate.
No, I learned in everybody real estate.
You take too long.
That's why I ain't talking on the family.
You must see half Auckland's if you don't like spend money. That's what happened.
Exactly. You know that, right? No, they want to keep
Right.
that money in the bank.
Thank you
Now,
very much.
listen, just as an aside, we have Bahamian Monopoly. Okay, we have like at least 2 versions of Bahamian Monopoly. In fact, we have a lot of new local board games, young people producing them. So I know we planning it for HHT when we go to Florida for our next reunion. We taking all the games with us. You're gonna have like a game night at that meet and greet. Will there be a space? Because I can lend cousin Barbara lend me game. I can
Yeah.
lend cousin Barbara some game
Good.
for our cousins.
Yes, we want to have it Friday and then particularly on Saturday. We want to have lots of games on Saturday.
Okay,
Friday
okay.
and Saturday. Saturday
Yes.
is at the beach.
At the beach.
Yes, yes. I have my aunt Lily.
Yes. I
Her
know
daddy,
Lily.
her daddy is Felix.
Yes.
You know them? The
Of
Benavie?
course, I grew up with Lee and the children. Auckland's Benacle Hill, went to school.
Well, what you mean you been to school?
Alfreda.
No. Ain't nobody alive been to school in Auckland's no more. What you mean you grew up? What you mean you grew up in Auckland's?
Yes,
and is Auckland's a part of the Benavie, the local Benavie homesteads?
Yes, Lovely Bay, and that's the east. That directionally challenged, but I guess the eastern part. The Benabies are big in Lovely Bay. There's a bust there in Lovely Bay of Bill Sher.
Okay.
And so it's big there. But yes, I went to school there. I'm part of the Pompey Bay Hanatines Hasty. And I was born in Moran Bay where my father came from Crooked Island. They came over, I guess, when the hurricane, I think the soil were compromised.
Yeah.
And they moved over to Auckland. So I walked to school more than 2 miles every morning to go to Pompey
I
Bay.
tell you,
That's why you look so fit.
The Pompey Bay, we call it Pompey Bay College because we smarter than everybody else. So we walked to Pompey Bay School, and I was there until age 13.
So you moved to Nassau.
cousin Reeves, this is important, right? Because you're growing up. Older Bahamians will tell you, like my daddy so my paternal side, my father descended from Auckland's, right? And my father used to tell me this all the time. I used to walk 2 miles in the snow to go to school.
2 miles, more than 2
Right,
miles.
but because there are Bahamians alive who can tell you that
Yes.
was their experience, right?
Yes.
That the appreciation for education was so that young people understood this. This is my responsibility. I got to get myself to school. And
Earlier in this year, I took my son because he wanted to know from whence I came. And I took him to Auckland's and showed him where the family grew up in the time
bush.
section, in the bush. And I had him track where we went to school because he really wanted to know. And so it was important for me to let my children know how I was brought up and how we grew up. And
When you gonna take cousin Nettie there? Because she in Nassau. She's in Auckland. She's in Crooked Island. When you take cousin Nettie to one of these islands? to
we're
see
going to
her?
get her there maybe next year.
No, this year, October, when I come
October
back.
when
you
you
go.
come back? Okay.
We have a phone call now, and I want to know which, especially for cousin Nettie, right? Which Benavie, what do you call that? The penultimate Benavie person you related
Progenitor?
to? Your progenitor.
The oldest?
The oldest one you know. I can get this caller first, and then you tell me
Okay.
which Benavie, with the Benavie last name. Because your name's Reeves. I want to know the Benavie you from.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM.
Hey, ask against me, right? If you show up there looking to toast food, if you would be seaweed or driftwood, which one would you be considered? Because I know you're going to toast people food.
You know, ice toad.
He's a
But
driftwood.
go ahead. Thanks, caller. Go explain what seaweed and
Well,
driftwood.
I learned what driftwood was when I went to Bimini. And we were visiting, and they said we were only seaweed because we didn't belong. So from that, I'm thinking, if you just visiting, you're like a seaweed that's floating or a driftwood that's drifting, right? But since I know driftwood, I'm not sure about that. I
ain't know
I know driftwood.
Okay, I understand.
She belong.
Okay, I don't care what driftwood mean. That ain't me.
That ain't me. Exactly.
Good. So, cousin Nettie, back to you. Which Benby, the penultimate, the progenitor, are you connected to?
Matilda is my grandmother. She's a Nehemiah.
Oh, so it's Nehemiah then Matilda.
Yes, that's my grandmother.
Benby. Oh, okay.
And that's my great grandmother. Her daughter, Petty Mae Hyler, is my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And my father is her son, Anthony Reeves.
Okay. Yes. And it seems as if you know your generation, you can actually pinpoint it and go one to the next to the next to the next.
Well, it's a learning thing because, to be honest, last year was the first time I've met this side of my family.
Explain that. I want to understand what you mean.
Now, the first time you realized they existed, or the first time you connected to them?
Connected. Mm-hmm. I felt like, hey, you're the next generation. You need to learn this. You need to reach out. You need to put yourself in front of, and you need to be a part of it. Because we knew where my grandmother came from, but we didn't know her people. Because when she came to the States, like we all do, we spread out, we started our own family. So her and her sister, one of my uncles, who's a POA, that was all that we knew.
What's a POA?
Prisoner of war. POW, POW. So that's all we knew until someone made a ancestry call and linked us back together.
So let's talk about that, right? You live in the United States. Barbara Hepburn lives here in Nassau. I want to know how the first family reunion came about. How you all get in contact with American cousins. How the American cousins get in contact with you to say, we coming. We need to do a family reunion. Like, what is that narrative? What is that story that caused a family reunion to start?
Well, I'm kind of the last child of my father, Israel Beneby, who was the son of Nehemiah. And years ago in the Bahamas, many years ago, I somehow, Stanley, who was from my father's first marriage. And so the family was connected to Althea Duran in the U.S., who was very family-oriented. And so she was making contact with Benebys in Nassau. And somehow I got connected because people said, well, here, she's a Beneby. So word them out. In the Bahamas, we know how things go around. Be like, you a Beneby? Okay. Oddly enough, I meet a lot of Benebys because I look at them and I said, you look like a Beneby, right? You look like a Ferguson or a Beneby. And be like, yeah. So Bahamian style, the word of mouth get out in Nassau, and we started connecting, adding phone numbers, and throughout there was one of the major ones to my recollection, who made the contact with my cousins in Nassau, Uncle Felix and the likes, and from years, so it grew. And once we now, as like she said, when we met last year, and we realized that, family is everything. I'm very family oriented because I'm instrumental in the Hannah Hasty, I'm instrumental in this one, I'm instrumental in the Mark Falls, and so because of that, I started connecting with people in the U.S. and here. And so if I know they were part, then I would tell them, join in.
And who made the arrangements becoming together?
Who made the arrangements in Nassau?
Yeah.
On this side, it was myself and a couple others who were part of the committee, but I'm basically responsible for it. So reach out to me.
Good. We're going to take this quick break. The Benebys are having a big family reunion. They're having a big family reunion and starting tomorrow, Friday. It's starting at 6 p.m. What the name of the hotel? You forget it.
Courtyard, Junkanoo Beach.
Yes. Starting tomorrow at Courtyard, Junkanoo Beach at 6 p.m. They're having that meet and greet. And we can go back in detail about phone numbers and where to get the information from, because it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You already asked the most important question.
What's that is?
Benebys could drink rum? Because, on HD times, I don't know if we could drink rum.
We can answer that after the break.
Yes. Okay. We're going to be right back.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Groner. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Girl, Junior just showed me Bella Boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good-for-nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella here. You say that. You know she always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on that wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send picture direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons?
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
You try to rest, roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
New school year, new gear. From uniforms to laptops, a Fidelity personal loan can help you check every item off of your kid's school list. Jump into back to school season with ease. Apply for a Fidelity personal loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300. 2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio AM. Of course, we have representatives of the Beneby family. They're having a big family reunion this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a 3-day event. I want to go over the prices again for those last-minute people like me who just don't know things, but they want to attend. Definitely want to attend either the meet and greet or the beach party, or just want to get that history from the historian, the official Beneby historian. But let's go over the prices again. Let's start with Friday. What's happening Friday? What's the price for Friday?
Friday meet and greet is $39.
$39 for Friday meet and greet. And yes. Where are they meeting and greeting?
Meet and greet will take place at the Courtyard Junkanoo Beach at 6 p.m.
You say 6 p.m., Courtyard Junkanoo Beach. And what should I expect then? What should be happening when I pay my $39?
You should expect to eat the traditional Bahamian happy hour.
Yes, macaroni. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Then you should expect to just have a jubilee. Meet with people, strangers, introduce yourself.
I like someone to be coordinating things, like have a concierge, because I'm shy, but I like meeting my cousins. I need someone to say, Cecil, move from over here and come talk to cousins.
Trust me, we're going to have some icebreakers. We're going to have some icebreakers to break up that. We don't want, if you came with your mom, you don't need to sit with your mom.
No.
Because these are not strangers. This is family.
Is there anyone who coming from abroad who coming to the Bahamas for the first time? Or all you are being here at least once?
I don't know.
I think everybody's been here before.
Oh, these are the people who came to the first reunion, so they're coming back to the Bahamas.
Exactly.
And some of them visit, some of the family come back home occasionally, so they've been here on other occasions.
Exactly.
So that's Friday. Now let's talk about Saturday. What is Saturday? What's happening on Saturday? What's the price and where, when, and which?
Saturday is at the beach on Coral Harbor. The beach at Coral Harbor, that's free once
you register. So if I register and pay my $50, I come into this beach party.
And you could eat, we having chicken, macaroni, salad, corn.
Food,
yes.
Any libations?
Of course, lots.
Because, we need something to just wet it. Just so I don't shove the sore throat.
Like I said, the Benebys, as you mentioned earlier, we are not the drinking
You're religious.
Yeah,
every Benny I know is a pastor.
Hold up now. When you say religious in the Bahamas,
Your
that
Church
don't
of
mean-
God people.
Thank you very much. We're a Church of God religious, which means a lot of the family won't be drinking.
They dry.
They dry.
They don't get judged too much.
I don't know, but that's fishing, right? But we will have that for those who want to hide in the bush and drink it.
I know the Anglican Church, they said the men's section down there.
Yes.
Let's go to this call right here. Right? That's Friday and Saturday, right? And we talk about so far. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM. We're talking about the Benabis.
This is about the family reunion?
Yes, ma'am. About the family reunion.
Oh, okay. How much you said was for the ticket?
Okay, there's three sets of tickets, right? It all depends on which day you want to attend, but go ahead.
To attend the entire weekend at this rate is $131 per person. And that will be your registration. That will come with Friday night meet and greet.
What's the phone number for somebody?
Okay, so you on WhatsApp, ma'am?
This is older lady.
I can give her my number.
All right.
She wouldn't need.
She
can
says
call
she on
regular.
WhatsApp too.
Yeah, she can call regular or on WhatsApp.
The number?
So this is Barbara Beneby Hepburn. So my number is 427 3570. 427 3570.
Ma'am, before you go, bring some eligible bachelors. Because when I come with no money in my hand, I come in to find a husband.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
And the Benebys have money, so you'll be fine.
Oh, I thanking you.
So who all are the Benabis humans would recognize, say, okay, Benabis marry into this, or these people are involved in the Benabi family? What kind of surnames?
Well, the Benebys are closely related to the Fergusons, as I said, because in Browns, pretty much is the Beneby, the Fergusons. And then when you extend out, you have the Delavos or the DeVos, I guess they almost one and the same, the Delavos, the DeVos. And then you have the Farquharsons, right? Although I'm told there are two sets of Farquharsons, but Farquharsons is interchangeable with Ferguson's, the one from Crooked Island. The names were registered as Farquharson, Ferguson. The document we have for the grant is in Farquharson, Ferguson, the top part, Ferguson, the other part, Ferguson. The lady who did the affidavit for us to say, this is what happened in Crooked Island, she's registered as Farquharson and Ferguson on one document. So we are closer to the Fergusons and the Delavos, and they're a Hannah that lived there, that I think married into the Benebys on Crooked
where's this
Island.
again in Crooked Island?
Browns.
I was about to say where Browns is in Crooked Island.
So when you come from, the easiest point is the end, the furthest end away on the island. Again, I said I'm directionally challenged.
Any Beneby property there where I can say I come and help claim?
Yes,
answer that.
Yes
Don't answer
and
that.
no.
What you mean yes and no?
Okay, so when you come from...
If I was a Beneby, I want to know if I could come and help claim.
Yes, if
The
you
question
are...
is you a Beneby, that's
you're
the no
Beneby.
part.
Right, so when you come from Lovely Bay, and you go into Crooked Island, the ferry take you to Cove. So Cove is connected to the Browns. It's connected, so Browns Cove is kind of one and the same.
Okay.
So that's the end of the island, and it's beautiful. The beach is lovely.
That's Beneby property.
That's Beneby property. Beneby and Ferguson.
And I could go there and tell you all the people I bill in.
Well, no, that's how it used to be. Now you have to prove your lineage.
Yeah.
And it is something we're working on now. What
if I say my Auntie Lillian was a Beneby? No?
But you have to prove that.
Yeah, prove that. Yeah, okay. Now we're on Sunday now.
Okay.
We're on Sunday, right? What's happening Sunday? And give me the price for Sunday too. And you said you're going to have a church service.
Yes.
Right? Any Felix them gonna be there?
Of course.
Felix them will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's the Beneby. That's ground zero for the Benebys.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So
go
they'll
ahead.
all be there.
So let me squeeze this call in because we soon go, but then we talk about Sunday. Go ahead, caller. Put your Patrick caller too. Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Yeah, good afternoon to my family. I hear you say you're Benebys, and I'm a Ferguson. But I know Ferguson's from Crooked Island. Inez Ferguson and them.
No Inez
We have
Ferguson.
an Inez Ferguson from Crooked Island. We have an Inez Ferguson, Snug Corner, Auckland. Now, my grandfather was the Reverend H.O. Ferguson.
Oh yeah, you know him.
Okay, that's my mommy daddy. My mommy was Inez Ferguson.
Okay.
And my uncle Leander Ferguson, who started.
I know him too.
Okay, and Elroy and all them Fergusons. Now I need to get to this event.
Okay.
Now,
Give the number again, Cousin Barbara.
So contact me at, this is Barbara, 427 3570.
3570. Let me ask you one thing before you go, because I know you all have a tight show. The Bannabys and the Fergusons, are they any close relatives to the Moss?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Because I have a Moss friend.
that Moss
telling
yes.
people as his cousin.
Yes. Yeah, that's
and
the name I
telling me
forgot.
once to claim good people.
Right. So
You need to come and see the family tree.
Yeah. So it's the Fergusons,
Moss.
Beneby Fergusons are close, and then you have Moss, and then by extension the
But my
other ones.
granddaddy, the Reverend H.O. Ferguson, before he died, he said that there's no such thing as Ferguson.
Right. So I've heard.
They didn't spell their name wrong.
Yes.
And they just spell.
I know H.O. I was his favorite pet. I know him.
Okay, all right. Well. That's my mommy daddy.
Okay.
Granddad, I know. I don't know no grandmother. I don't know no granddaddy on my daddy's side.
Okay.
He's my only granddad I knew.
Okay.
Good. I
And
appreciate you,
when you
Cole.
ever visit St. John's, when you walk through the western door, you walk straight to the wall and you'll walk straight on his grave.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
there.
Thank you very much, Cole.
Yeah.
Good. You have a text there, Eric?
Yeah, I was just about to say, once they don't tell you your wife is your cousin, uncle, we good. Remember to bring the eligible bachelors to the family reunion, please.
Yeah.
Blessings, CA and Lady Green, and blessings to all the Bahamian Beneby descendants. Abroad, may all their family reunion events be successful. An extra special hello to Barbara Beneby Hepburn. Please help your Hepburn husband and or whatever Hepburn family relations to organize a massive family reunion. There are Hepburns all over the place, but we don't see them. They have big family reunions. Please
You
help
need
them,
to
Barbara.
organize that too, Cousin Barbara.
So this is the mayor of Grand Bahama, and he telling you, look how you have new business.
Which Hepburn from Grand Bahama?
This is the mayor from Grand Bahama.
Who's that?
He
You just said the mayor?
Yeah.
Because I know that some of the Hepburns because I lived in Freeport.
Mayor, she say, text your first name, please.
So she can know.
But now you are the organizer of family reunions.
Yes. Yes.
You can market this. So, does it call again?
Yeah.
Go ahead, call it Guiding Radio AM.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Could you tell me the connection between the Mosses, the Benebys?
They're all Ackland's names. They're all Ackland's names that you called just now.
Well, the Bains are, most of the Bains are connected from the Auckland side. So the Mosses are married into the Fergusons and the Benebys. Like you could hardly separate them. The Bains are mostly from Snook Corner in Auckland. So a lot of the Bains are from Auckland. A few in Crooked Island, but that's mostly in Auckland's name.
Okay, and if they are connected, how is it that so many Bains and Moss speak Creole fluently?
How come?
Well, I can explain that.
Southern Islands.
The Southern Islands. Haiti was the capital in terms of Southern Islands, where the ship and buy stuff and trade.
Auckland's Long
Well, I
Key,
can
Inagua.
explain that. They came into trade, but it was a trading post because I grew up with the coming in from Haiti, for instance, Cuba, Haiti, and they came in and they stopped to all of the docks and we bought because Nassau was far.
Nassau was far.
Yeah, and to get groceries, it was far. So they came and they trade in mangoes and slippers, the leather slippers and the taffia. That was the other side that we don't claim too much, and clothing. So they came in and they traded. And so they came and they went. And a lot of them stayed on the part Salina Point on the Auckland side. But and they didn't really stay like that.
And plus they had the Catholic Church where they had boarding school, and a lot of people from Auckland went to boarding school in Haiti.
Yes,
right?
and the radio station we listened to was Cape Haitian.
So you can imagine, there's a whole different history of the Bahamas there.
I tell you what, when you know the song, they can't find Jerry Roca in town. He wasn't in Nassau.
He was in Nassau.
Right.
He wasn't in Nassau.
Sunday, let's go over Sunday, and then we do a synopsis of what's happening again. Sunday is a church service. Where the church service is going to be again?
The church service is going to be at the Kojic Tabernacle.
What tabernacle?
That's the Church of God.
The Church of God.
Oh, okay, I catch that. Okay.
Big tabernacle
Yes.
East Street.
On East Street.
Yes.
Okay, Church of God. I don't even know they had a thing. They call it Church of God of Prophecy.
Yeah.
Yes, on East Street, the big one.
The big one.
The big one. And who's the bishop there? Who's the head person? Anyone still Beneby?
No, it's It's Jesus, what's his name?
That's a homework.
Thompson.
Thompson. I know Barnaby's at one point in time. They all were some kind of.
They all worship
They
there.
worship, yeah.
Thompson is the overseer there now, and you have many of the Barnaby pastors, bishops, about 8 of them or 10 of them there, who are the pastors who worship there. So a lot of the Bernabys are there, but Thompson is the person in charge at that church.
Good. And I remember, if I try to remember, when the Church of God narrative, the Fergusons and the penultimate leaders in the Church of God, when they started spreading the gospel or whatever,
Yes,
they establishing church.
Crooked
And that's how they got that family. That's from all the way
Yes,
1800s, early 1900s.
If you read that book that my cousin wrote, because I was careful, you will see my father, Israel, and Felix, and the Ferguson. They were the ones
What do you
fighting.
mean your cousin wrote?
Yes.
If I Was Careful is the name of the book?
Yes,
And
because I was careful.
Because I Was Careful. What's the name of the cousin who wrote the book?
That was written by Felix.
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 Felix Barnaby.
Felix Barnaby.
At the end of the show, give out your phone numbers one more time so people can contact you to buy tickets.
427-3570. Barbara Barnaby Hepburn, 427-3570.
Net Reeve, 757-364-8921. 757-364-8921.
Bring the eligible bachelors. How these young people supposed to make their way in life? Come meet your family. Come know who is your family and who ain't your family.
If you're the Barnaby or the Barnaby descendants or want to get access to that family tree, they're giving out the family tree at the event. Come to the family event and get the access to the family tree. This entire family tree. Every Barnaby in the Bahamas name is going to be on that family tree. Come out. There's Guardian Radio AM. They have a look. We're excited.
How much your family tree costs?
Well, we can find out when they come out to the meet and greet.
Yeah,
all right.
come on out.
Yes. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.